What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crossroads, the PlayStation podcast for Boss Rush Games. I am LeRon Dawkins, and Team Crossroads is back with me tonight to ring in the year 2022. What's up, guys? Here with us tonight and set to press that share button is Austin Campbell, that illustrious man we know as the PlayStation Doctor.
Hey,
what up, dude?
What's up? What's up? I'm good to be back. Glad to be in 2022. And looking forward to playing more PlayStation games because I didn't play enough last year.
Amen to that. Our resident PlayStation survivalist, better known as Chris True, is in the house, and this dude
here to talk to you about your blood sugar.
Yeah, because for all you guys that are listening to the audio right now, like Chris has a freshly shaved head. He's trimmed down his beard, but he's rocking the Wilford Brimley freaking mustache.
This thing is luxurious. I look
luxurious,
like luxurious. It is. It is pristine. It's a thing of beauty, really.
Austin,
I look like I should be riding a really tall bike, though.
Austin, has he talked to you about diabetes yet?
No, he hasn't. But I think if he just shaved the rest of his beard, he would be primed and ready to.
No, I gotta keep that.
I really think you should just.
Man, your kids are going to laugh at you so hard tomorrow.
My kids don't see my mustache because I wear a mask. So it didn't matter. Like it's
hold on.
Just as an aside, I have a funny diabetes story.
Hold on, I'm screenshotting this.
When Hannah was pregnant with Bodhi, we went to this thing. And we it wasn't like necessarily like Lamaze class, but it was called centering, which was super cool. We actually made a lot of friends out of it, and we're in there the first day and we're waiting, and me and Hannah are like not really into it because we're too cool for school. We're those kids in class, and the lady who ran it, who's just the nicest lady in the world, goes, and then we got to talk about diabetes, and Hannah hit me so hard because she's. I was already laughing as soon as she said diabetes.
She was talking about gestational diabetes, though, right?
Yeah, she was talking about gestational diabetes, but she said diabetes, and that was it. I am not an adult.
I would have lost it too.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. Like I looked around, every dude in there was same thing. We all saw Wilford Brimley when she said it. Nobody heard her voice. It was all him.
That's his name. I know who that. I knew who you were talking about, but I did not know that was his name.
And you know what? He's more than just that. That motherfucker was in The Thing, which is awesome. He did a bunch of stuff.
He was in The Thing.
He was in The Thing. And
that's right.
When we say The Thing, we're not talking. We know that
we're talking John Carpenter. We're talking John Carpenter's The Thing. Yeah,
with Kurt Russell.
Look, dude. Me nor Austin is Corey. Well, we know.
I got you. I know you guys, but our listeners at home could be like, what the fuck are these Corey guys talking about? Like, Corey what thing? Know. What thing? God damn it! What thing?
Walker Texas Ranger. That's what it was. That's what I assume by The Thing is. It's Walker Texas Ranger.
All right, so
that hurts me at my very soul. I just need everyone to know that.
So we're gonna talk more. We're gonna talk more about how our holidays was. But guys, how was like Christmas and New Year's? Because we had 2 weeks off.
Ron, real quick, did you see the breaking news?
I did. I did, and we're going to drop it.
That's hot off the press. When I say that was 50 seconds in. That's what you call.
And we're going to drop that. We're going to drop that right before we get into what are we playing this week. Because I got to do housekeeping first.
I kept my head on the swivel on that one. I just saw it and just went on with it, man.
I have no idea. I didn't even look at the chat to see what it was, so I'm excited too. So it's you'll get real time reaction. So if it's super lame, those guys are gonna.
You know what? Screw it. Let's just hit the housekeeping right now. How about that?
Hey! I want to talk about my holiday. Fuck you.
All right, you have 9 seconds. I'm just messing with you. How was everybody's holiday? How was it? Did we?
Well, no, I don't want to talk about it. You didn't care last time.
You know
my
what?
feelings are hurt.
You know what? Damn you then.
He's gonna do housekeeping now.
No, the holiday.
Oh, I hate you.
I know you do.
I
It was the first-
just wrote the timestamp down for housekeeping, and here you go.
I know.
Here he goes.
I watched you start to write it, and I went, "Oh yeah." I can't help it.
Talk. Let it out.
Oh no, the holiday was great. It was the first time Bodhi like really got it. So like he's at the end of Christmas, he laid his head on me and he said, "I love Christmas." I was like, "Bet you fucking do." Get out of here. And his new thing, because I tell him not to say, and this isn't holiday related, this is just child swearing news in general. And this is a bit of a spoiler for anybody who tunes into Dad Pod, because the story's most definitely going to come up. He kept saying he kept saying fuck. And we kept saying, stop saying the fucking word. And he said, okay. And then like anytime me and Hannah would say it, he would say, hey, don't say the fucking word. Meaning don't say the fucking, like, right? Well, he's adapted and evolved, and now anytime you hear somebody say a curse word, it's, hey, don't say that fucking word.
God damn it.
The kicker is he decided to start that when he was not A, spending the night at my house, B, he was spending the night at my mom's house, C, my mom had a friend over. And my mother was mortified. You can imagine, because you know who my mother is as a person.
Yes, I know.
He said, don't say that fucking word.
Yes.
Well, maybe her friend shouldn't have said the fucking word. I mean,
Right. And the best part was it's like my other mom. So like she would have just thought it was funny, but my mom would have like died where she was standing.
Remember me and Monty? We nicknamed your mom Voldemort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Grand Dragon, I remember.
Oh, the Grand Dragon, yes, that was.
Yeah.
You nicknamed her Voldemort. Is that where Chris gets his hair from?
It is. Stash is all me though, baby. All me.
The only thing the only thing he's waiting for now is someone to steal his nose.
Right. That's gonna be the worst game of Who's Got Your Nose ever. Voldemort died before he won. Dad took that shit to the grave. That is dadding on a whole new level. That's why that's where they went wrong. His dad hid his nose so fucking well that he had to go take it out on a small child, and he tried to murder him. Right? So that teaches you dad jokes aren't safe for everyone, unless they're on Dad Pod. Then they're safe for everyone.
All right, and you know what? And on that note, let's get the show started.
Oh yes.
This is Crossroads, a PlayStation podcast of Boss Rush Games. Every week we come together bringing you the latest in news, rumors, games, and general discussion in the world of PlayStation. Crossroads airs live on twitch.tv/XS803, Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't check out the show live, head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of the other podcast locations where you may be able to catch our show at to get with the show. The recap of this show airs every following Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on youtube.com/XS803, as well as Thursday mornings on youtube.com/Boss Rush Network. If you want to see previous episodes of our show, all 63 episodes now? Yeah, all 63 episodes of Crossroads can be found on our parent website, bossrush.net. If you like the show, please consider subscribing to the podcast and giving us a follow on Twitch for all your troubles as well. Please remember to share, rate, and review us wherever you check out the show. All right, guys. So here we go. We had some breaking news, and I need to talk about it right now. Just right
I
now.
sent you more breaking news. More breaking news.
Yes, you did. Well, yes, you did. But hold on. PlayStation VR2 and PlayStation VR Sense controller has been basically announced, debuted, whatever you want to call it. And this is the next generation of VR gaming on the PlayStation 5. So there you have it. I'm throwing the link right now. It's on the PlayStation blog. Check it out. It's in our stream chat. But we're going to break it down real fast here. Via the PlayStation blog. Happy New Year, everyone. It is my great pleasure to start off 2022 with the news on our generation virtual reality system for the PlayStation 5 console, starting with the official name. It's called PlayStation VR2, and our new VR controller, which is called the PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller. It's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. This comes to us from Hideki
You can
Nishino,
handle it.
Senior Vice President and Platform Experience at PlayStation. PlayStation VR2 takes VR gaming to a whole new level, enabling a greater sense of presence and allowing players to escape into game worlds like never before. With the headset on and controllers in hand, players will feel a heightened range of sensations unlike any other, thanks to the creativity of the game worlds being built by our world-class developers and the latest technology incorporated into the hardware. I'm not going to read all this, but I'm going to give you some quick highlights of what's also been highlighted here in the article. Uh, you'll be able to check out the visual fidelity of the hardware, as well as a headset based controller tracking, which we talked about that way back, like over a year ago when all the speculation about PSVR2 was happening. Um, there's also new sensory features, which, according to this, PSVR2 Sense technology combines eye tracking, headset feedback, 3D audio, and an innovative PSVR2 Sense controller to create an incredibly deep feeling of immersion. Headset feedback is a new sensory feature that amplifies sensations of in-game actions from the player. It's created by a single built-in motor with vibrations that add an intelligent tactile element, bringing players closer to the gameplay experience. For example, gamers can feel a character's elevated pulse during tense moments, the rush of objects passing close to the character's head, and the rush of a vehicle as the character speeds forward. Additionally, PS5's Tempest 3D audio tag makes the sounds in the player's surroundings come alive, adding to this new level of immersion. Yeah, this, you know what? I'm not really big on VR, but I'm gonna have to try this. I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and just some real for all you tech junkies out there. Some specs on PSVR. The display method is OLED. The panel resolution is 2000 by 2040 per eye. The panel refresh rate is 90 hertz to 100. It's not, I think I think this is variable, like 90 hertz and 120 hertz. I think that's what it is. Lens separation is adjustable. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. Austin, was that something in the original PSVR, adjustable lens separation?
Oh, sorry.
Not sure.
There it goes. Well, I'm super excited about this. I got the Horizon trailer played in the background.
Oh, that's why you were distracted.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
didn't have sound for that. I clicked it and was watching it, and it was literally just a bearded guy saying nothing to me
Talking.
because it's coming through my TV, not through my headset, which is
Yeah.
interesting. It
However,
just made it weird and uncomfortable.
we now know what Team Firesprite was working on.
Yes, we
They were
do.
working on this. So that I'm excited for this, but I need to know the price point, and I need this Horizon game. I mean, you watch the trailer, it's a guy
Which
talking.
by which by the way,
And-
I've added the link to the Horizon Call of the Mountain teaser trailer in our Twitch chat right now.
And it is a teaser. There's nothing that shows you anything you're going to be doing, except for maybe it's, it
Well,
is first person. But
yeah, they got the right title to like trot out at the launch of this thing. Like, I mean,
oh yeah,
Horizon is going to not only move PlayStation 5s, it's going to move this VR system.
hmm Horizon, and if they can get Half-Life Alex on there, which will be a huge get, I think that's going to be plus. Continue to support with
Oh
their
man,
IP. That's what they got to do to get this to sell, and the price point's got to be right. I don't know if I can do another $500 PSVR. I don't know if I can do it.
was that how much the original cost?
It was 400 for just the unit, 500 if you wanted the camera, the move controllers, and all that to go
Oh,
with it.
oh,
If you didn't-
jeez.
If you had the camera and the move controllers, you could get the 400 pack, but the original for the whole thing, which I did not have the camera, did not have the move controllers, it was 500.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in this time, I don't know if I could do another $500 one, but
Oh yeah. Oh, for real.
especially when you got your Oculus Quest, which has a lot of games, and with PlayStation game, which I don't think this will be the case, but with PlayStation VR games ever come to PC VR games? Will it ever come to Oculus? At that point, you never know.
Mm.
So, and I'm looking at an Oculus. It's $300, or are they 200 or 300?
I think the Oculus is 300. I think it's on the sales for
So-
$299.99. I think it is.
So, but
Oh,
Yeah,
just real quickly, a few more things about the specs. Field of view is approximately 110 degrees. It has full 6-axis motion sensors. So like you got the 3-axis gyroscope, the 3-axis accelerometer. It's got the IR proximity sensor, and as far as cameras go, 4 cameras for the headset and controller tracking. Man, what were you about to say, Chris?
I just did meh. When I play video games, I don't want to have to move around and shit. Like I just want to like sit in my chair. Like I don't see the value in VR like I know people do, and I know I'm being the negative Nancy, but that's okay. Somebody had to say it. Like I just is this the one you want to back? And like you said, there's Oculus out there. If it's stupid fucking expensive, I mean, I wouldn't buy it. Maybe if it was cheap and I had some extra cash walking around, money and shit, you know, I'd buy one, but like it doesn't. I don't know.
I get it because VR doesn't really move the earth for me either. Well, I wear glasses. I have astigmatism and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure VR is better handled by somebody like me. But like, remember the 3D craze for video games and movies and stuff like that? Completely,
yeah, where's that
I completely couldn't enjoy it.
I
Oh, they
hated
still do 3D. They don't do 3D. They don't do 3D in gaming anymore. They still do 3D movies.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, but what movies are coming out in 3D? What movies are being shot in 3D?
Avatar is being shot in 3D.
Who's watching Avatar?
Right? You mean the movie that came out in 2008, which started the whole 3D things? Are they gonna like try to bring it back?
Yeah. Also Hyperion Overwatch in our chat right now. Also added that Eternals was in 3D.
Was it?
Yeah. Like if you go onto like any of the movie websites right now, the new Spider-Man's in 3D also.
No fucking way. Did they shoot it in 3D? Like
almost all movies are being the big budget movies are being shot in 3D, especially the blockbusters and the action movies. Like you can damn well guarantee that they're shot in 3D.
I just didn't know that people were still going to those. Weird.
People, yeah, like
it's.
I'm not saying 3D is here to stay, but I mean, you know, for some, I don't enjoy it, but you know, like apparently people still out there paying money for it.
Yeah.
It was
I
originally
just need to
because it was
correct
the cool
Chris on
thing to
one
do.
thing.
Go on.
I need to correct Chris on one thing. It wasn't Avatar that started the 3D. It was Spy Kids 3D. So fact check that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Wait.
Yeah, Avatar didn't start 3D. I know that. No, I was saying the next Avatar movie is coming out. It's in 3D.
No, but what 3D exploded when fucking Avatar came out, and I mean, like, it may not have been.
No, it didn't. No,
3D.
No.
I'm googling it.
Hold on. They
Sylvester Stallone.
Avatar originally was not recorded in 3D. Like they remastered it in 3D after 3D started booming.
Am I freebasing here? Like, am I just making shit up? It's okay to tell me. I make shit up sometimes.
I mean, I'm just saying Avatar wasn't the movie that kicked off. Well, Avatar wasn't the movie that made 3D popular. Spy Kids 3D was the one that started it off, but Avatar was not the one that made it popular. Because like I said, when 3D came out, that you remember Avatar's been in theaters three different times.
Yeah.
The second time they brought it back to theaters because they recut it in 3D. It wasn't originally recorded in 3D.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really like Avatar.
I mean, to hear my friends talk about it, it's Fern Gully, the live action movie.
I was about to say the same fucking thing. I was like, it's Fern Gully with blue people instead of fairies. Like, I don't.
All right.
I remember 3D movie I ever watched, and the only 3D movie I ever watched was Amazing Spider-Man 1 or 2. And he slings his spider web at you, and that's like the only 3D part. And I said, I paid $4 extra for this. This is what I paid $4 extra for. And never again.
Right, like I don't know. It just man. I don't need all the movie fads. Yes, I'm ready to. I fucking hate this shit, man. I don't want to. I don't know. They seem very fatty to me. They're like snap bracelets.
Yeah,
they're expensive snap bracelets. That's what they are. Shit, my alarm's going off.
I wonder if Nelly was here. I wonder how she feels about 3D movies. We might want to hit her up later and see how she is about 3D movies. And that might actually be a good question for our Discord later tonight too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is now we can go into what are we playing, right? We can do that now, right?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. What have we been playing this week? These past couple of weeks. Hey, you know what? Austin, go first because you were the man last year. You racked up a lot of you racked up a lot of games last year. So I'm curious to see what you finished 2021 out with.
I have to remember what I haven't talked about, but I'm going to talk about what I did recently.
Mm-hmm.
I finished Guardians of the Galaxy. Really good game. I really liked it.
Let me ask you this: was the game itself good, or were you like everybody else and it was all about the music?
Here's the thing: the game is okay. It's very it actually plays kind of like the Tales of Arise games, kind of, or like the Tales games or Scarlet Nexus. If you played those, like it's a lot of like button mashing combos, bringing in your other characters to make their special moves and stuff. But the story is so good that it kind of breaks that like monotony of the. If it was just like that gameplay and there was a lot of it, I think it would lose a lot of points. But they do a really good job of like moving along, just playing a little bit of combat and then going right next to the next part of the story, and made me actually really interested more in the Guardians of the Galaxy as a whole. Like, I'm probably not going to read the comics, but I actually was like,
oh, you really should. You really should read the comics.
I honestly, I don't know what it is. Like comic books, I can't do it. Like I read the Watchmen and I really like the Watchmen, but there's very few comics that I can just sit down and read. I almost wish that there was a Guardians of the Galaxy like book, like novel. I'd rather read a sci-fi novel on the Guardians of the Galaxy than the comic book itself. I appreciate comic books, but I never got into them. It's mostly just daunting to me, but I was way more interested in the universe more than I was when I watched the movies. And I love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies.
I love the first one too.
Yeah, the first one,
like the second, fantastic. The second one was really flat.
Yeah, the second one's really flat.
I like the second one. It also had My Sweet Lord in it, so it gets extra points for having George Harrison music in it.
Well, and I was trying to. I want to go back and watch the second one because Katie was kind of watching me play the game, and I was trying to explain to her who Star-Lord's dad was. I was like, I don't really remember, but I remember he's Kurt Russell in the
Living Planet,
and he's like a god planet type person. And he goes around fucking all these aliens and having alien babies and human babies and whatever. And then after that, I don't remember why, but I remember that was part of the movie, was him just having babies with all these other alien creatures or whatever.
Can I give something away about that? They got that part completely wrong when it comes to the comic books.
Like that in the comics?
That's not continuity at all. Like Star-Lord being the child of a Celestial is insane. That's all I'm going to say. In the comic books, Star-Lord is the child of an alien and a human, but not that he's a child of the. So remember the Nova planet.
Mhm.
His father is the king his father is the king of that of that world.
Yeah, in comic books, right? They switched
Yeah.
that shit up a lot,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, they turned him into Celestial, and I had problems with that because the simple fact is, like, and this is my Marvel nerd coming out. Like,
Mhm.
when you kill a Celestial, galactic consequences happen.
Yeah, but he's only half.
Isn't that why the Eternals is
No, 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 no,
happening?
no. They killed
Oh.
Ego. They killed Ego. That's a Celestial.
Right, but
Oh,
isn't
that's
that
fair.
why the Eternals is happening? Isn't that what like caused? I haven't watched the Eternals, by the way, but isn't that
Yeah, I
why
have
the
it not until
movie?
next week.
I haven't seen the Eternals yet either, so I don't know why they're actually on the move. I think they're on the move right now because an extinction level event, like even worse than Thanos, is happening.
Well, was one of them.
There's no way the Mad Titan could not have been an Eternal.
No, he was a
No.
Celestial.
It's
Oh,
Thanos.
that's-
like-
I didn't know Thanos was Celestial.
No, he wasn't a Celestial either. Like the Planet Titan, like that.
No, they're fucking related in some fucking way. Hang on. Now you got
I'll
me
have-
questioning.
I'll have to find.
Just
I'll have to
just
find out.
As an aside, read Stray Dogs. Do you like murder mysteries?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you like Disney movies?
yeah.
Stray Dogs is if they took the movie Seven and they mixed it with Lady and the Tramp.
Okay.
It's 5 issues and it's fucking awesome. I have
Oh,
the
so this
trade
is,
paper.
oh, so this. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't mail to him. Let me borrow it first. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm not-
the
I'm
whole
not-
Stray Dogs run was amazing. I mean, it's only 5 books, but the way they rolled it out was great. It became super popular, and they started doing Stray Dogs themed or horror movie themed Stray Dogs covers. So I have a bunch of those. It's a good book.
Okay.
I'll have
All
to
right.
do it.
All right.
But yeah, that's really the big one. I did get Madden NBA for Christmas.
You
rest
got
in
Madden
peace,
and
Madden.
NBA.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
your game sucks. But Madden 22 is broke. I'm playing franchise mode, and I play the first game in franchise mode, and then it freezes, and it doesn't save it either. So I have to keep playing the first game over and over again. I did it 3 times. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And it's been out for months.
Yeah.
And then I started Doom Eternal, and it's really good, but I haven't gotten too far into it, so I'll say something more next week.
All right. Cool. All right, Chris. What these past couple of weeks? What you gotten into?
I played a little bit of It Takes Two. We're not done with it just yet, but we're close. We got a couple different segments left. Just ran into scheduling conflicts and stuff. And then I think I played Fortnite. I didn't play a lot of video games. I've been playing a lot of guitar lately. I'm getting really zen, man. Like I'm just trying to level myself.
Well, you know what? You want to promote some of your stuff because I saw you've been on the iTunes tour.
I am. I did. I have. I put my first song up on iTunes, which is called "Under the Bodhi Source Tree." Bodhi is my son. I do it under the I guess the title "Hailing Ishimura" because I'm a fucking hipster, I guess. I love Dead Space too, and that kind of like went hand in hand. So that's what I called myself when it's really, and now it's really just more than just me and my one of my co-hosts Dom from Dad Pod. We work on it together, and we're kind of like putting together a bunch of different stuff. So I have a lot of shit coming, and actually have fucking putting stuff on iTunes is not hard. It just takes a minute, and I fucked that up. So I do have a new song coming. And when that comes out, I will fucking let people know. I'm not famous enough for people. Like I get like 10 listens a week for the one song that I have. But
hopefully you get some more because I just put the YouTube link out there in our Twitch chat. So hopefully hopefully you get some more.
Nice.
Because we're all about elevating and supporting our friends.
Yeah, man. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify. Go check that shit out. I made the album myself. I made the song myself. I played all the instruments that were on that particular track and on the next one. And then I'm, like I said, it's just those two, mostly because I'm impatient and fuck it, I can do what I want. And then my Dom who is just insanely good when it comes to like producing shit, is working with me on another project I'm super excited for. So my fingers are like super callous and shit.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you had tape on your tips earlier.
No, well, that was because I had to use masking tape to tape down my cable for my guitar.
Oh, okay.
Because it's fucking up. But yeah, that was pretty much my thing. Like I said, I'm trying to get into better living and being healthier and trying to be happy. So I started reading the Tao, and I played a lot of guitar. Mm-hmm. I became even more of a hippie. It's weird.
If you say so.
I don't smell like patchouli.
Oh, thank God! Thank God.
Yeah, I like a certain. I like to feel nice when I go out.
He brought out the mustache and he went hipster all at the same time.
I know.
I know.
We're gonna start calling him handlebars now.
My Bodie calls me Mustache Man.
Mustache.
He just started calling me Mustache Man, and it's the funniest thing. So now
at
I
least
can never get rid of it.
At the end, I feel like Mustache would just be insensitive. Just be like Mustache. Right. Hey, Mustache.
Right. If that was the most insensitive thing he said to me, it'd be okay.
I'm sorry. Hey, fucking Mustache.
All right. Well, as a lot of you may know, like I've spent the past couple of weeks moving. Like me and my roommate, we moved out of our old place that we were staying at and moved into a new place. The day after, well, we started the day after Christmas, but we officially got in the place that Monday after Christmas and stuff like that. So hadn't really been doing a lot as far as gaming, but I did take a time out though to get back on Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and man,
hey.
I thought I was further along in Mass Effect 1 than I was. I'm still on the goddamn Citadel. I'm still on the fucking Citadel. At least Saren is no longer a fucking Spectre though. But for Christmas, my boyfriend got me something, and I think it's awesome because it just shows that he pays attention to some of the stuff I say. He knew how badly I was pissed off that all these damn Nintendo games went on sale except the one fucking game I wanted to buy. The one I really wanted. And he hooked me up with Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. And oh my God, that fucking, you know what? I was like a fucking kid all over again at Christmas because do you know how long it's been?
64.
Do you know how long it's been since somebody's gotten me a video game for Christmas? Somebody that wasn't myself. I flipped out. And he definitely felt appreciated after it was all over.
I bet he did, didn't he? Didn't you look at that smile? Look at him.
So yeah,
that pearl necklace there before.
Oh, come on, man! Come on, man! But yeah,
I'm sorry. I had to. Nobody can see, so as far as they know, you've got on a real pearl
except for
the
the three people that are in our audience live right now on Twitch. Yeah. But yeah,
wasn't that? Did I? That is not an original joke. That's
it's not. It's not original.
That's. I'm pretty sure that's from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah, because it was Bill Hader and
I think that was the first time I heard it in media culture. But I know for sure I was in the Navy. I've heard crap like that before.
Heard crap, done crap, and Jordan. You did. Hey man, I'm all about whatever you want to do, as long as you're happy. Fuck it.
Hey, and you know what? That's how the world should be. Hey, let people live, do their thing. Hey, if it's not, as long as their peanut butter's not getting in your freaking chocolate, why does it matter?
Who's not sharing peanut butter and chocolate?
Yeah.
Right? What fucking monster are you talking about? Because if he's causing all the problems, I know some dude named Reese that can kick his ass. Actually, a guy named Reese.
Well, that's everything that Crossroads crew has been playing these past couple of weeks. It was a holiday, so chances, we either played a bunch of games or we barely played any. But there was a decent amount for us to share with you guys. If you guys want to hit us up and let us know what you guys have been playing over the holiday period, definitely
Yeah.
come to the Crossroads server on our Discord at Boss Rush Games and let us know. We will love to hear from you actually. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the new and notable games coming out on PlayStation this week. That being the week of January the 3rd to January the 9th. You know like it's no longer the holiday period because there's nothing on the list.
Oh yes. Nothing.
There's nothing
Right,
on.
what is it, like 2 months, and then it's not February, but March it starts to pick up again.
No. February's already hot. February's already
Oh,
hot.
that's right. It is a big February. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
going back to way back in the day.
Yeah.
The days of the place that we must not name.
The only real big game coming out this month, I believe, is the Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And I don't care for Pokemon at all, but I know that would be the big one for this month.
Okay. So on January 4th, and we're actually going to talk about it a little bit more once we get to into our next segment. On January 4th, which is today, by the way, is Deep Rock Galactic, available for both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. And then on January the 6th, which is Thursday, we have Demon Gaze Extra, which I will tell you right now, I do not know a lot about this game. I didn't do enough research on it, so I'm sorry to all the people who may have actually wanted to get some information on it. I am so sorry.
It's extra. I can tell you that much.
So do I have to ask the question, like which of this week's releases has you most excited?
Well, one of them is free, so for me, so I will be playing that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I like free too. I usually download all of them. And while we're here, I want to go ahead and point out that I am still the only one to play and platinum Lady in a Leotard with a gun.
Hey,
Where the fuck y'all at?
Hey man, we had stuff going on.
It took me 45 minutes. You didn't have 45 minutes?
By the way, there's actually another game by those same people called Lizard Lady versus the Cats. And it's pretty much the same thing, only you're a lady who's a lizard and you fight cats.
You know what, Chris?
How much does that one cost?
I think it's $1. I think it's $1 too.
I'm curious. They put all this time and effort into developing this game, and one game's $1. The other one was how much?
Oh, they did not spend much time in developing any of that. I think it was like 50 cents or some dumb shit like that.
But Do
you know how much money they probably fucking make? Because people are like, "Oh, that game's $1. Lady with a leotard and a gun. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I'll buy that." And then they play it because it's not terrible. It was. I mean, I enjoyed the 45 minutes that I played it for $1.
Did either of you play White Boys with Attitude? That game that came out?
No. No.
Can't say that I did.
No.
There are two guys. They put out a game, I think it was $1, called White Boys with Attitude. And it was their mixtape and two little mini games that were on there. One where like you're on a skateboard, I believe, like jumping over stuff. And then another one where you're like hitting buttons to the rhythm for their mixtape. They just straight up put their mixtape on a PlayStation game and put it out in the store. It was on the front page. It worked. People definitely listened to it. So it was crazy.
White Boys with Attitude.
That's what we need more of.
The Pursuit of Money. That's the name of the game.
The Pursuit of Money. That's right. I did play it. I played it. I was like,
oh my god! It is basically Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah. It's only one song too. You can only do one song to that, and then there's one song that plays with the other game where you're like in a car or a skateboard or something, and you're like jumping, platforming.
Yo, tell me why
they made a fuck ton of money.
Tell me why it's free on Steam right now.
Yeah, it may have been free too. I don't remember.
No, hold on. Not tell me why the game that came out last year. I meant tell me why this game, White Boys with Attitude, The Pursuit of Money, is free on Steam right now. Please don't bombard Steam looking for tell me why. You'll be pissed off at me. Yo, yeah. They look. You know what's funny? They look both corny and hard at the same time in these videos.
Is it like Malibu's Most Wanted made an album? I can't see it, so that's just what I'm imagining. That's what I want it to be.
It's definitely corny. It's not to be taken serious.
Oh my god! Why'd you bring up Malibu's Most Wanted? Oh my god! I haven't seen that movie forever. Oh my god!
It's a great cinematic film, man. That's peak cinema. Is Malibu's Most Wanted.
I loved the scene where it was basically like 8 Mile all over again, and he dropped the N word. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right, we need to move on.
But yeah, I'll be playing Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, which you know what? We're actually going to talk a bit more about that because guess what? The PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now games for January 2022 are up now. So yes, they are. Like today is the 4th. Remember, Tuesday is when it drops. So it's not a big riddle why Crossroads PlayStation Podcast happens on Tuesday nights.
I just thought that was kind of the thing we did. Like you just arbitrarily picked a day. You actually thought about that?
Yes,
I'm impressed.
Yes, there was thought. Yeah. There was thought put into it.
That's what you chose to put thought into.
Yes.
Oh well. Hurrah!
You're so fired. This is Chris True's last show with Crossroads. So
Chris True right now with his mustache looks like Punxsutawney Dr. Phil. And if you don't
listen, fuck Dr. Phil first because I can't stand that motherfucker.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Punxsutawney
Nope,
Dr.
I
Phil?
I see it. I hate you for it because I liked my mustache.
Because it's one of the best Conan, it's one of the best Conan O'Brien sketches of all time is Punxsutawney Dr. Phil. Go watch that shit on YouTube. I promise you.
Why are there 2 Dirt 5s?
One's PS5, one's PS4.
Yeah.
Mine said both of them just say PS4 and PS5. All right.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
All right. So here we have it. PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now games for January 2022 are available now at a PlayStation near you. All right. So this comes to us from the PlayStation blog and PushSquare.com via Sammy Barker. So it is a new year, and that means new PlayStation Plus games if it's on a Tuesday.
New year, new you.
Sony is officially kicking off 2022 with a pretty stellar selection of software across PlayStation 5 and PS4. And the trio of titles have rolled out right now. First up, we spoke about in the last segment, Deep Rock Galactic, available on PS4 and PS5. This game is a 1 to 4 player co-op first-person shooter featuring badass space dwarves, 100% destructible environments, procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters. I dare say that this game is going to get a lot of downloads. I dare say that. But
yeah, I just got at least one.
Yeah, and plus that is a brand new game. So I love this. You know, I'm not saying Sony is like, you know, doing the best as far as like giving us day one releases, but they've been giving us day one releases, you know. So I gotta say.
God damn it. You have to. I need you to LeRon, I need you to, whenever we are talking about that, I need you to edit that picture.
I will.
Just that for like the whole segment.
I will.
We can't say anything else, but that's fucking hilarious.
I will. All right. Next up for your PlayStation Plus, free selection. See, I'm all screwed up now.
Now all I see is that goddamn girl.
Dude, you have to watch the sketch because he pulls a knife out on Conan. It's hilarious.
I bet it is.
Your second free game this month for in January is Persona 5 Strikers for the PS4. All right. So here's the thing about it. A lot of people are pissed off that they can't play this game. So I'm not saying PlayStation gamers are pissed off that they couldn't play this game, but if you have a PlayStation, here's your chance to play this fucking game. It's free now.
Why are people bitching because they can't play that game?
what was the controversy? Did it come out? Did it come out? And where did it come out to? It came out somewhere.
Well, no, it's been out. It's been out. It came out on
It's
Switch as well.
Yeah, it's been out for a year,
Yeah,
for a little over a year now. No,
yeah.
not even a whole year. Like I believe it. I believe
It
it
came
came
out in
out.
February last year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like a year later, like a triple A title is hitting.
Yep.
But anyway, Persona 5 Strikers lets players jump into the stylish world of Persona in an all new story featuring the Phantom Thieves as they embark on an epic road trip across Japan. You get to dynamically control your team during explosive action combat as you reveal the truth and redeem the hearts of those imprisoned at the center of the crisis. There's no excuse now. Like Persona 5 Strikers is free. Like, you know what? If you didn't buy it, here's a chance to have it. That's all I'm gonna say on this. Our final PlayStation Plus game for the month of January is Dirt 5, which is available on both PS4 and PS5. Uh, Dirt 5 wants you to conquer the stunning global routes and drive an iconic roster of cars in an amplified off-road racing experience. You know how it goes. You just let loose in the boldest off-road racing experience ever with a star-studded career, four-player split screen. Yeah, remember that? That's
I remember.
some
I remember
somebody's
that.
keeping it alive. Somebody's keeping it alive. An
I
online
enjoyed
multiplayer.
that.
There's also a playgrounds creator mode, and there's much more to this game. Dirt is. I feel like Dirt is like a sleeper. Is like a sleeper racing title. Like you don't hear people talk about it until a new version of the game comes out. So this is not your
Yeah.
Need for Speed. This is not your Burnout. This is not your Gran Turismo. This is not your Horizon. But this is a game that gets a lot of attention when a new version of it comes out. So I definitely say like it's free. And you know what? I dare say, like, I don't know much about Deep Rock Galactic, but it looks like we got three AAA titles this month.
Well, these are all 2021 games. Dirt 5 might be the only one that's not, but I'm pretty sure it is the 2021 game. Deep
I
Rock
think it
Galactic
is.
was on Game Pass for like 6 months, and now it's coming to PlayStation, but now it's also going to be
Hmm.
part of the subscription service for us, so that's great. And Persona
Yep.
5 Strikers, yeah, it just came out in February. I was actually planning on buying this game, and now I don't have to. So
Really.
I cannot wait because I love Persona. Um, Even though I'm not crazy about these kind of games, I will play just because it's Persona.
Yep. All right. Sony's other subscription service, which is known as PlayStation Now, continues to chug along ahead of increasing speculation that it may be merged with PlayStation Plus later this year. We'll have to find out. For now, though, it's all business as usual with a variety of titles joining the platform for both download and streaming. As is always the case, only the PlayStation 4 versions of the releases will be available, regardless of whether they have free PS4 to PS5 upgrades, which specifically applies to Mortal Kombat 11, which is on this list for this month, which is the headline edition for the month, and perhaps revealing some parallels with Xbox Game Pass. Because what it's looking like is it feels like publishers are beginning to make the same titles available for both services in some instances. I'm seeing that. As a matter of fact, like not to get too deep in the weeds here, but I've noticed that every time a game hits Game Pass, like it winds up within a couple of weeks being free on the Epic Game Store, and usually winds up being part of a humble bundle somewhere. So just pay attention to that. Mortal Kombat 11 is also joined by Final Fantasy 12: The Zodiac Age, which was announced some months ago. I think this is the final Final Fantasy title that's coming to PlayStation Now, if I'm not mistaken, because they basically ran through the entire like the back half of the saga at this point. Other games in January 2022 include Fury Unleashed, Unturned, Super Time Force Ultra. That sounds like a fun game. And Kerbal Space Program, the Enhanced Edition. I heard about that game.
Mm-hmm.
So with this update, there's quite a lot of indies, and interesting. It all seems like all the additions will be permanent for the time being, seeing as there is no mention of any date for them being rotated out. So, real quick, guys, which PlayStation Plus title will you be checking out first?
PS Plus will definitely be Persona 5 Strikers because
Hell
I've
yeah!
been waiting on that
Hell yeah!
game. I don't like what is that, Ninja Warrior, or what's the with those, or Dynasty Warrior type games. I don't care for the Hyrule Warriors games or anything like that,
Uh
but
huh.
Persona gets me in. This is for the soundtrack, the art style alone, and I've heard this is actually the deepest of the Dynasty Warrior type games because you actually have to. It incorporates a lot of the stuff from Persona, so
Okay.
I'm very excited for it. But I'm gonna play all three of
Yeah.
these.
Oh yeah, I plan to play on 3 of them too. But Persona 5 Strikers is definitely the first hit on my list.
Deep Rock Galactic. I've never been into the Persona games. I feel like I say that a lot, but I do like shit. There are things that I like.
Mm-hmm.
We just never talk about them because LeRon hates me, and that's why he's LeRon.
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you write the show notes for next week's show.
It's all
How about that?
We're just gonna talk about Star Wars and fucking. I don't know. I'll think of something.
If it's like that, we'll talk about it. I can't guarantee the show will be live.
Yeah. We'll have the Crossroads Plus. It'll be a Crossroads Plus episode.
All right. Are you happy? Okay, so I know Austin. Well, actually, both of you guys, like, you both have PlayStation Now subscriptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
let me forget it.
Are you guys happy with the PlayStation Now updates?
I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the future. That's supposed to parallel Game. Was it Game Pass?
Uh-huh.
I want that because Game Pass is pretty good. There's some pretty good stuff on there.
Yeah, I am happy with my Game Pass subscription. But PS Now, I'm telling you, until PS3 games can be downloaded, there's nothing really for me there. Mortal Kombat 11 would be something that I would check out, except that it's not the PS5 version. It's probably going to be the PS4 version because they don't have PS5 games on PS Now yet. So,
yeah.
I like appreciate it. I love Final Fantasy 12, but I don't really look to play that game again at this time. So, and Kerbal Space Program I've played before and I didn't like it, but I don't like games where I have to float in space.
You know, I'll say this. Since we started doing Crossroads, like, I've been paying, I paid more attention to PlayStation Now and stuff, and it seems like they're starting to get strong, but they just need to actually fix the service. I mean, that's honestly the biggest thing.
They need to revamp it. They need to have like a PS Now event. If they're not going to change the name, which at this point I don't think they should, I think they should just put PS Now, make a huge event and say, here are all the games on here. They're downloadable now, and here's some PS5 titles and PlayStation titles. And that would help. But after that, it's every time we get these games every month, it's like, yeah, but it's not as exciting. It's never exciting as Game Pass. And Game Pass there's games popping on there every like 3 days. It seems like there's like 1 or 2 games on there. So
yeah.
Plus there's new games and all kinds of indie games, and so
there's a lot of
PlayStation, but Game Pass has got it
by far. There's a lot of indie games on there, and I've been really into the indie games. In fact, I bought my brother for Christmas Kana. He also
Nice.
I'm also buying him the Skywalker Saga because he hustled me into that too, and he's going to be a professional baseball player, so I need him to pay off my student loan. So I'm just being nice to him to get shit. But you know, I got him Kana because I've been talking it up to him for a while, so he's pretty excited about it. Like, indie games are where it's at. I've been on this for a while now. Indie games are where it's at.
Yep, I agree. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next topic here. This is a doozy. Demon Souls PS5 graphics have put extra pressure on the developers for Elden Ring. When I saw this headline, I was like, we have to talk about this.
Yes, we do. Because we got some shit talkers out there. This should put it to rest.
Yes. All right, this news comes to us via Nicolas Jean Capron from GameRant.com, as well as Sammy Barker at Push Square. We love Push Square here. We do.
Oh, yeah. I love Push
Square. All right. From Software's upcoming open world Souls-like title, Elden Ring is one of the most hotly anticipated games of 2022. just real quick there. It was voted 2 years in a row at the Game Awards for being the most anticipated game. 2 years in a row. So
What
I
are they gonna
hope
do if it sucks?
I hope this game shines. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, me too. I'm
However,
excited about it. It's gonna be a day one because that's next month, is it not?
yeah, it co-
What is it? Elden Ring, fucking Horizon for Forbidden West,
there's
something
all
else.
there's all sorts of shit coming out next month.
Horizon's the 18th, and I think Elden Ring is the
The
22nd.
25th. The 25th.
25th.
The
25th.
I'm
25th.
literally gonna have to fight my wife for the PlayStation because I was allowed to get it so she could get Horizon.
Hmm. But you want to play Elden Ring? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, all that being aside, it's not the only Soulsborne title that have come out in recent years, and some Elden Ring developers appear to be comparing their work to Demon Souls PS5 remake. Uh, apparently, the recent release of Demon Souls remake and its PS5 graphics has put Elden Ring's graphics creation staff under extra pressure. Uh, Hidetaka Miyazaki, who directed both the original 2009 Demon Souls and Elden Ring, stated in the latest issue of Edge magazine that he believes the Elden Ring graphics team was most affected by the Demon Souls remake. Elden Ring has taken inspiration from previous From Software games alongside epic fantasy titles like The Lord of the Rings and the Game of Thrones franchise. With that in
Didn't
mind,
George R. R. Martin work on it?
what?
On Elden Ring.
Yes. He
Yes,
did the
of course,
lore and
yes.
all that. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, look, of course it would take from. All right. I must have misheard you. I was reading my phone. I'm not gonna lie. I just caught on to that. I was like, wait, George R. R. Martin is working on it. Of course, it's gonna pull from.
Why don't you put down your phone?
Because I was reading something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
I want to tell you it was my wife, but it wasn't. So I can't lie to you.
With that in mind, it may make sense that From Software would be comparing its work to what came before. However, Miyazaki doesn't seem to be particularly concerned about making sure that Elden Ring's graphics outshine the striking visuals of the Demon Souls remake. Miyazaki went on to explain that he hasn't played the Demon Souls remake because he doesn't enjoy playing the games in his words, he doesn't enjoy playing the games that I've made in the past. In fact, he reportedly has no plans to play Elden Ring. He said it was a rough game back in the day and with a relatively rough development, so I was anxious that new players would not enjoy it in the same way. In the end, I'm just happy to see the reaction and happy to see that people are enjoying it. Elden Ring releases on February 25th for PS5, PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Guys, Chris has already said it. Are you planning on playing Elden? Oh, hold on. Before I ask that question, yeah, Spencer Zero in our chat, he said Elden Ring will have an amazing story for the first 2/3 of the game. Then at the end, the story will be rushed and make no sense, just like Game of Thrones.
Yep, it's gonna shit the bed.
You'll see a Starbucks cup floating. It'll be the final boss of the Starbucks cup.
Yep.
All right.
I can't even watch that show anymore. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about the fucking shit show that was Game of Thrones? You brought it up.
No. Do you want to get out of here on time?
No, yeah. I guess I gotta teach the kids. I just wanted to talk about just how terrible. Like, how do you fuck that up?
Austin, are you planning on playing Elden Ring when it releases?
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see what the art style, if it speaks to me, because I really am not good at those games. I don't like those games, but I went through Bloodborne because I love the way that the gothic feel to it was like perfect. I loved it. I don't know if Elden Ring's gonna be that game for me, but with George R. R. Martin doing the lore and stuff, it has me more interested than like Dark Souls 3 or 4 or whatever comes out. So I'll look at it.
I'm in agreement with Spencer Zero in our chat. I don't plan on playing this at launch, but if it can do something to grab me, like I might give it a shot like later on. But I mean, 2022 is going to be a rough year for me. Like it's going to hurt like a motherfucker.
I'll be playing Horizon when this game comes out, so I definitely won't be buying it day one.
Yeah.
I have a student actually who played in the alpha for that and just raved about it. So like, he pretty much talked me into it. He's really really enjoyed it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next topic here, because this is one of the ones that we were wondering about, like last year during the last State of Play. Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 updates are coming this spring. It has been noted that the development has been impacted by the pandemic. Rest in peace. All right. This news comes to us from Adam Byrne at PSU.com. For those left puzzled by the absence of Final Fantasy 16 news at the most recent State of Play, producer of the game, Naoki Yoshida, has taken to the game's official Twitter page to relay an update on where development stands with the much anticipated entry. As is unfortunate, as isn't. Why?
You can
Why now?
you can do it.
Why
I
now?
got you. I believe in you.
Why now? As is an unfortunate reality nowadays, Yoshida confirmed that development has been impacted by up to half a year due to the ongoing pandemic.
I knew you could do it.
I feel like I'm in an episode of The Arrow right now. I just failed the city.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna whisper you through this. You've got this, big guy.
Do not. No sweet nothings, sir. No. All right. It states that
out of here.
It states that in an effort to offset the effects of COVID-19, we've had to decentralize the workforce by permitting staff to tackle their assignments from home. This has unfortunately hampered communication from the Tokyo office, which in turn has led to delays or, in extreme cases, cancellations of asset deliveries from our outsourced partners. Our primary goal now is to be as hands-on with the game as possible in order to see it fully polished. Yoshida did confirm that the current plan is to have the next big reveal of the game in spring of 2022. The only question I have for you guys and for our audience out there tonight who are all listening or checking us out live on Twitch is, are you looking forward to Final Fantasy 16?
Yes. More than I was 15. Just because they're going back to the fantasy setting, less of the sci-fi setting. It seems like there's more of a focus on this game. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for this game, but I was also excited for 15, and then it came out, and I was like, 15 is kind of like one of my least favorites of the Final Fantasy games, but this one, I don't know. Something about this one in particular, just from what they've shown, is what I want. And 9 is my favorite. So going back to like the fantasy medieval setting is like my Final Fantasy dream game. So
I am excited for Final Fantasy 16, I miss the techno fantasy element of Final Fantasy. I understand they need to do something, because it seems like techno fantasy had been like a major theme of Final Fantasy since 7. Well, actually no, since 6, since Final Fantasy 6, and it just kind of like ran with it, So like this is kind of like a breath of fresh air as far as Final Fantasy goes. But hey, we need to, we gotta have that fixed. Like there's more Final Fantasy VII Remake on the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. I'll be excited when this game gets announced, but I'm more excited for Triangle Strategy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just because it's tangible. It's the Final Fantasy Tactics game that we want and are not getting. Do
you guys understand how? Do you guys understand how big of a man reaction I had when I saw the trailer for Project Triangle? Mm-hmm. Wait, what's it called now? Triangle Strategy, right? I think they just dropped the project part. Like it's Triangle Strategy now.
It might still be Project, but yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
you didn't really have much to say on this. Are you into Final Fantasy anymore?
I never really got into it. I played Final Fantasy VII. I have the remake. I haven't played it yet. I never really got into those that much. I don't know. I do love video games. I play a ton of games, but I'm very, very specific. I love platformers. Platformers are where it's at. That's my bread and butter. As soon as they announce Breath of the Wild 2 and that comes out, you won't hear from me. I won't be on the show. I can almost assure you that until I beat it. Just every day after school and when Dead Space comes out. So like I'm just the things that we've talked about are just the random. We've managed to hit every random thing that I don't particularly care for in video games this evening. So
maybe it is time for you to just run an episode of Crossroads. I wonder what makes Chris the gamer tick. I wonder.
Maybe we can.
We might have to have a round table real soon.
We can do that.
All right. Any final thoughts on this? Because that's all of our news topics.
No. Focus on making Final Fantasy 16 and stop worrying about NFTs. Fix Final Fantasy 14 also.
True. All true. Yes.
You guys saw the post-COVID specials, right? Just me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I did. It's fantastic.
Picture Chouse.
Yeah.
I felt so bad at the end.
We're not going to be able to talk about this before we move on to our hot topic. We're not going to be able to talk about this in an actual full topic, but it does look like Death Stranding Director's Cut will be coming to PCs real soon here. That was going to be part of our rumor control tonight, but you know what? We got other things going on because we need to get into we're going to wrap this up by talking about just basically like our outlook for the new year and how we enjoyed our holiday period, particularly around gaming. We already talked about what we were playing, but what are some of our goals this year as far as gaming is concerned, and as far as PlayStation gaming is concerned? Let's do that.
I personally want to get. I've said it a bunch of times before I came on Crossroads. The first time, like I really wasn't gaming as much. I was playing like Fortnite and Destiny, and that was just really to pass time. I wasn't playing single player games by myself. I wasn't doing as much of that as I had been. And I really want to get back into that kind of gaming, like things that I enjoy, story-driven things that, I have to set a little bit more time aside for. That's really my big thing this year is going to be is time. Really, it's all my overall health, like mental health and shit, but time management comes in that. So I really want to play a lot more games. Like I want to spread it around too. Like I want to actually, I don't want to just buy them. I want to play them. So my goal this year is to beat 20. If I can do that, I'll be all right. And I just made that up just now, but it's a challenge and it's going to happen.
Jeez.
Does it count if I started it in 2021?
I count it.
I'd count it. Yeah, I count it.
Guardians of the Galaxy was my first one, but I technically played it 2021. So
I can't make any promises like that. I said this on the Boss Rush podcast last week, and I want to try and stick to it. I just want to stream more content, more gaming content. That's one of the major things I want to do. I want to stream more gaming content, which means I need to get back on my Dead Space run. I'm at the beginning of chapter 8. I just need to get back on it, and that because as soon as I get off of Dead Space 1, like I immediately get into my favorite game in the Dead Space series, which is Dead Space 2. And trust me, like I'll probably be playing that night after night after night until I'm done. And then I'll go straight to Dead Space 3, which I also had a lot of fun playing, even though people hate the living hell out of that game. But ultimately, like, I just want to be more consistent with creating content. I want to do that. Like I'm going to be making a shift to YouTube real soon here, so real soon, like you're probably going to start seeing like actual live Crossroads episodes on YouTube. As we get a little further down the road, you might see them as early as the end of this month. We have to kick off our Patreon for Crossroads, which I'm excited for that. I went back and I looked at some of the content that we pre-recorded and stuff like that. It's good, but I think we can do better. so we'll probably be utilizing a lot more of our B-roll real soon for that, and also just have some extra content along the way. with 2022 being a stacked year for gaming and stuff, like I got games all over the place that I want to play. They're on Switch, they're on Xbox, they're on PlayStation, they're on the PC and stuff like that. Like Monster Hunter Rise comes out on PC next week. I got to split my time between playing Rise on the Switch with Corey, and then playing on the PC with my hardcore Monster Hunter friends. So there's that. So I just want to play more games. I want to get more profitable on streaming. When I hear profitable, like actually getting completely monetized. On the streaming platforms, things like that. And I want to be able to create more content. And that's my major things. Like, thank God I don't have any more upgrades to do to my PC. And I'm waiting for those. I'm waiting for those black. I'm waiting for those black plates for the PlayStation. I'm waiting on those.
I want those purple ones. I've convinced myself I want the purple ones.
I want the pink ones.
Oh, the pink ones, yeah.
The pink.
I want a pink PlayStation controller.
Yeah. Like if I didn't need 6 controllers for the PlayStation, I would get every color. But I don't need 6 controllers for the PlayStation. Like I had a serious problem. I had a serious problem with the PS4 because I tried to buy damn near every controller.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. If I do that, I'm going to get rid of one.
Bad. That was the one. But
hey, Chris.
Yep.
Spencer in our chat said wanted to let you know that Whiplash was a really good movie.
Whiplash is a great movie. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Great movie.
Do I look like a double fucking rainbow to you? Are you one of those single tier people? Yeah, I love that movie.
So what was your biggest gaming accomplishment last year? And please don't say getting a PlayStation 5. I think that was everybody's big accomplishment last year if they had one, if they got one.
Yeah. Biggest accomplishment. I mean, honestly, I pretty well stuck to all my resolutions, quote unquote, that I made last year.
You did until Assassin's Creed Valhalla happened to you.
Well, that's not fair. Though. That game is an anomaly. I've seen Hannah play it. I can vouch for Austin on this one.
Yeah, but it was also part of my resolution last year that I wasn't going to play games that I didn't want to play anymore. Oddworld was another game that I just quit midway through. I was like, I don't like this game. This game is it playing like garbage. And as much as I like Oddworld, this one is not for me at that time. And same thing for Valhalla. I did buy quite a few games on sale. I did buy more than one when it was on sale for like Amazon Prime. I signed up for an Amazon credit card. They gave me $200 and I spent it all on video games because I'm a responsible adult. So I bought a bunch of games but I played most of them. I played most of them through the holiday. I only have 2 left, which is Doom Eternal and Mass Effect and Legendary Collection. So I've done a pretty good job of only buying the games and then playing them. I've even got into my backlog a little bit last year as well. So I pretty much accomplished all I wanted to do. I think I beat 22 games last year. Mm-hmm. Some big, some small, and so I enjoyed everything that I played all the way through, and anything I really didn't enjoy, I just stopped playing. So, I'm I don't know. I'm pretty happy with everything that I did last year as far as gaming goes. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't say one in particular.
I got back into gaming. That was my big thing because I'd kind of like fallen off from it, and
I feel like for me this year was a very big year for gaming. And I spaced myself out. Like I played stuff on PlayStation, I played stuff on the Switch, I played stuff on the PC and stuff like that. I made a conscious decision that I'm going to get the Steam Deck when it comes out, things like that. So my biggest accomplishment, honestly, has just been actually I haven't been finishing a lot of games, but just the fact that I'm being more of a gamer now because there was a time when all I played was just Monster Hunter and other games be damned.
And listen to Cascade.
I was talking about as recently as 2 years ago.
I'm talking about as recently as damn near 15 years ago. I don't forget.
I know you don't forget. Well, you don't forget the shit you don't want to forget.
No, I remember everything.
You'll real quick forget what time Crossroads is supposed to be happening though. Or
I
for,
don't ever
or,
forget
for,
that.
or forget
Yo,
to show,
I'm always here before everybody.
or just forget to show up for a show.
I haven't forgotten to show up for a show. Not yet.
Austin, how many shows did we do without this guy last month alone?
Did not forget. Could not make.
Wait, World of Warships is that an actual game?
World of Warships.
World
Where
of
you seen that?
Warships. Spencer just asked me. Spencer just said, "I'm surprised you're not playing World of Warships." I didn't even know that was a thing. What is that?
I didn't.
I
Is that
I
a
didn't
thing?
know until
Oh, it's
right
an
now.
online. It's an online game. Oh,
Yes.
I played World of Tanks because I love. There's only one YouTube gamer that I've really watched that isn't like our friends in the Boss Rush community, and that's the Russian Badger. And he does sponsored videos for World of Tanks, but they also know that he's going to shit on them whenever, whenever he wants to. So they pay him to just shit on him whenever he wants to. It's great. He's fantastic.
okay. So it's like World of Tanks, but it's dumb naval battles. You know what?
I think he did
could check
play
this
That's
out.
hilarious
Warships.
considering you in the Navy.
I could check
Dumb
this
naval
out.
ships.
I can check this out because like one of the coolest things I like about like a lot of people find this stuff boring in Star Trek, but the older Star Trek shows they hated the space combat, which made no sense because like to me like it's like naval warfare. It is technically um, and I honestly think what we see like in the here and now of naval combat and stuff is like exactly what we'll see if we ever get into like this advanced like level of space technology where we're actually out in the final frontier and
With Space Force.
Yeah, Space Force, yeah.
I didn't know there was an Evil Dead game coming next month, and I'm a little upset nobody told me about it, but I'm super stoked on it now that I know it exists.
I also didn't know about this game.
I didn't know about this game.
Yep, there's an Evil Dead game coming next month.
Okay.
I don't know if it's coming to PlayStation. I think it is.
Is this like a Dead by Daylight expansion? Or is this an actual Evil Dead game?
No, like it's an actual Evil Dead game. It's got its own Twitter and everything.
Huh. I'm looking at
on PS4, PS5, Xbox One. It says February date to be. This is an old article.
Oh,
so I mean, maybe I fucked it up. No, it said on the Twitter it's next month.
Huh.
All right. Well, you guys ready to wrap this up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then. Well, everyone.
Where are you, cool cats and kittens?
That's our show for tonight. As always, we would like to give you a big thanks for tuning in to Crossroads PlayStation Podcast, as well as we made it. 2022 is here. We made it. I'm happy. There's 2021 was an okay year, but I mean, like we're still dealing with like COVID. Betty White died, on New Year's Eve and stuff like that.
Yeah, fuck 2020. She died on my birthday. And by the way,
so it's your fault. It's your fault.
It's my fault. I forgot my sister was 6 months pregnant, and I called her and I was like, "Hey, did you know Betty White died?" And
did she almost go into labor?
She had a meltdown on Facebook on the phone for like 3 hours.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
I could hear her pregnancy hormones kicking in, and I was like, "Oh man, Lindsay, I'm sorry."
Nah, a buddy of mine texted me and said Betty White had passed away, and I literally was like, "Shut the fuck up." Because every time you log on to social media, like you see trending like Betty White, and it's like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's fucked up is People Magazine had a cover story of how she
Yeah.
made it to 100 and stuff. I said, you jinxed it.
Yo,
You
it's
it
jinxed
still-
came out like a day before.
It's
like
still-
2 days
yeah.
or some shit.
You can still find it on the shelves. They haven't taken off the shelves. You can still find it.
No, you need to
That's-
buy that
that's
shit. Go,
insane.
that's the thing.
I thought about buying a copy. I did.
Yeah, buy like
I'm not
7.
gonna lie, guys. I'm not proud of it, but I did make a fucked up joke where I tagged. I took a magazine cover and I tagged Cold Takes Exposed, which I don't know if you know that Twitter account, but they just someone says some dumb shit that ends up being totally wrong. It's called a cold take, and I exposed People Magazine. I'm not proud of it, but
Oh. All right. Before we
She
sign
was
off
close
tonight,
enough, goddammit.
before we sign off tonight, here's how you can connect with the crew. Austin, go first.
follow me at PlayStation on Twitter. You can also follow me on Instagram. I want to try to use Instagram more. I'm gonna do like my gaming pics there and stuff like that. So if you want to see what I'm gaming, what I'm reading, what I'm watching, and all that stuff, go ahead and follow me on Instagram too. Please go to our Discord. I really love our Discord. I love trying to get in there and keep the conversation going. So please check out our Discord.
Yep, the invite link for Discord is in our Twitch chat right now. Chris,
You'll see me as the Foxy Grandpa icon.
Ooh.
Chris, please,
Foxy
please,
Walrus.
please tell people where they can find you. Please.
Everywhere. No, I'm. You can find me over at Twitter at @RealChrisTrue because it was available at the time and sounded clever. No, you can find me over there on Twitter. I'm trying to cut back on my engagement there, but you can also catch me every other Wednesday. We're off this week, but next week we're back on with Dad Pod at Dad Pod the show. If you don't even have to be a dad. If you could be anybody, like if you like kids, like we just tell stories and we talk about being dads, and a lot of that comes up with us, talking about our childhood and different things we've been through. And how fucking awesome Bluey is. If you're not watching Bluey, watch Bluey. That's my plug. Have a good night.
I also did Chris a solid and put the YouTube link back to his Hailing Ishimura single.
Thank you.
Check it out. You should definitely check it out.
Yep, check me out. You can find Hailing Ishimura, spelled just like Dead Space spells it. I love that game, man. It sounded super fucking cool at the time, and I thought it was clever. But you can find me on Apple Music and Spotify, pretty much anywhere you stream music.
Yep. Awesome. As
I
always,
plugged the kids' TV show first, by the way, before my own shit.
Cool. As always, you can find me.
Are you ready?
everywhere.
Are you ready to sign off? Is that what we're doing?
What the hell, man?
I'm just messing with you. Sorry.
We would have had you out on time.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
wasting I chose to waste my own time because we came into the show with me messing with LeRon, so I wanted to go out the way we came in. I love you. Take us home, buddy.
As always, you can catch me everywhere. Exodus 803, EXODUS 803, social media, Twitch, YouTube. That's my gamer tag on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. So just hook it up. EXODUS 803. Don't forget, I am one of the trio for the Boss Rush podcast Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/Boss Rush Network. You can find me there along with Corey Durick and Stephanie Klimov, and we have some interesting topics to talk about. And don't forget about Boss Rush After Dark. You need to check out Boss Rush Podcast to find out about Boss Rush After Dark. That's all I'm going to say. One more time, because we need to let you guys know. Crossroads now has a merch store. You can find everything from t-shirts, ball caps, mouse pads, leggings, and even tank tops. Not this particular tank top, but tank tops are also available there for our fans who want to rep their love for Crossroads. So links have been provided in the Twitter chat. Links have been provided there. Check it out. Just go to the website, see what you like, put it in the cart, buy it. We will love you. Over on our website, Eddie V asks, "What retro sports game would you like to bring back in the January 3rd edition of the Boss Rush Banner?"
NFL Street 2. That's the answer.
Yes.
I don't know if that's even retro, but bring it back.
It's retro.
That's one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. I fucking love that game.
Mine as well. I love that game.
Yeah. I need you to travel to Virginia so that we can play that game.
I still have my PS2 back here just for that one game. And
I have
Burnout
a
3.
PS2 right here. Did we just become best friends?
I think you
man.
did. I think you did.
Oh man.
Corey Derrick has you covered as well with the news about the narrative designer of Halo Infinite leaving 343 Industries. So check that out as well. And then also our very own Stephanie Klimov has a review up for Speed Dating for Ghosts. You might want to check that out. She was telling some stuff about it last week, and oh my god, hilarity ensues. All that and more can be found over on bossrush.net. So head there and check out more editorials and shows from our ever-growing family of creators and contributors out there. If you like to talk about games, media, sports, food, anything to your heart's desire, much more, that and many more things can be found over in our Discord, the Boss Rush Network Discord, where there's even a Crossroads PlayStation podcast server out there just for the fans. As always, you can chat with us and keep the conversation going by hitting us up on Twitter at PS_Crossroads to dish on more news, events, and topics while we're getting ready for the next installment of the show. This has been episode 64 of Crossroads PlayStation Podcast. Come back. Join us next week for another new episode of Crossroads. The Boss Rush Family Games, as always, wants you all to have a great night. Go out there, play games, be better. Happy New Year. We love you. Take care of yourselves, and we'll be back here next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.